opinions of success.
I will, my lord.
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not stir out of the house today.
Caesar shall forth. The things that threaten me ne'er look but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are vanished.
Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies, yet now they fright me. There is one within besides the things we have heard and seen. Recounts the most horrid sight seen by the watch. A lioness hath whelped in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fought upon the clouds, and ranks and squadrons in right form of war, which drizzled blood upon the Capitol. The noise of battle hurtled in the air. Horses did neigh, and dying men did groan, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets. Oh, Caesar, these things are beyond all use, and I do fear them!
What can be avoided, whose end is proposed by the mighty gods. Yes, Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. What say the augurs?
They would not have you stir forth today. Lacking the entrails of an offering forth, they could not find a heart within the beast.
The gods do this in shame of cowardice. Caesar should be a beast without a heart. If he should stay at home today for fear, no, Caesar shall not. Danger knows full well that Caesar is more dangerous than he. We are but two lions littered in one day, and I the elder and more terrible, and Caesar shall go forth.
Alas, my lord, your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house and not your own. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say you are not well today. Let me upon my knee prevail in this.
Mark Antony shall say I am not well, and for thy humor I will stay at home today. Here's Decius Brutus, he shall tell them so.
Great Caesar. And morrow with thee, Caesar, I come to fetch you to the Senate house.
And to our common very happy time to bear my greetings to the senators and to tell them that I will not come today. Canas is false, and I dare not falter. I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius.
Say he is sick.
A lie? Have I in conquest stretched mine arm so far to be afraid to tell graybeards the truth? Decius, go tell them that Caesar will not come today.
Mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. But for your private satisfaction, because I love you, I will let you know. Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home, and she hath dreamt tonight that she saw my statue, which, like a fountain with 100 spouts, did run pure blood, and many lusty Romans did come smiling and bathe their hands in it. And these does she apply for warnings and portents and evils imminent, and on her knee hath begged that I will stay at home today.
This dream is all misinterpreted. Was a vision fair and fortunate. Your statue spat in blood in many pipes, in which so many smiling Roman babes, signifies that from you, great Rome shall suck reviving blood. A great man shall touch cretaceous stains, relics, and cognizance. This by Calpurnia's dream is signified.
And this way have you well expounded it.
I have, when you have heard what I can say, and know it now. The Senate has completed to give today a crown to noble Caesar. You shall send them. Their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock apt to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate till another time when Caesar's wife shall meet with better dreams. If Caesar hide himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid? Pardon me, Caesar, for my dear, dear love to our proceeding bids me tell you this, and reason to my love is liable.
How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia! I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my robe, for I will go. And look where Brutus has come to fetch me. Good morrow, Caesar. What, Brutus, are you stirred so early too? Good morrow, Casca. What is it o'clock? Caesar just struck an 8. I thank you for your pains and courtesies. See, Antony, that revels long in the night, is not standing up. Good morrow, Antony. Good morrow, Caesar. Bid them prepare within. I am to blame to be thus waited for. Now, Cinna, now Metellus, but Trebonius, I have an hour's talk in store for you. Remember that you call on me today. Be near me that I may remember you.
I shall, Caesar, and so near will I be that your best friends shall wish I had been further.
Good friend! friends, go in and taste some wine with me, and we, like good friends, will straightway go together. That every like is not the same, oh Caesar, the heart of Brutus yearns to think upon.
Pretty boy, run to the Senate house. Stay not to answer me, but get thee gone. Why dost thou stay? To know my errand. There, here again, ere should tell thou what thou shouldest do there. Constancy, be strong upon my side. Set a mountain between my heart and tongue. I've a man's mind, but a woman's might. Hard is it for women to keep counsel. Thou there yet, madam. What should I do? Leave the capital and nothing else, and yet return to you and nothing else? Bring me word, boy, if thy lord look well, for he went sickly forth. And take a note what Caesar doth. What suitors press to him. Hark! What noise is that? I hear none, madam. Prithee, listen well. I heard a bustling rumor, like a fray. And the wind brings it from the capital. Sooth, madam, I hear nothing.
Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Have an eye to Cinna. Trust not Trebonius. Mark well Metellus Cimber. Decius Brutus loves thee not. Thou hast wronged Caius Ligarius. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. If thou beest not immortal, look about you. Security gives way to conspiracy. The mighty gods defend thee. Thy lover, Artemidorus. Here will I stand till Caesar pass along, and as a suitor will I give him this. My heart laments that virtue cannot live out of the teeth of emulation. If thou read this, Caesar, thou mayst live. If not, the fates with traitors do contrive.
Prithee, boy, run to the Senate house. Where dost thou come from? At mine own house. What is it o'clock? About the ninth hour. Is Caesar yet gone to the capital? Madam, not yet. I go to take my stand. To see him pass on to the capital. Oh, thou hast pursuit to Caesar, hast thou not? That I have, lady. If it will be so good to Caesar as to hear me, I shall beseech him to befriend himself. Well, knowest thou any harms intended toward him? None that I know, maybe. Much that I fear may chance. Good morrow to you. Here the street is narrow. The throngs that follow Caesar at the heels of senators, of praetors, common suitors, will crowd a feeble man almost to death. How'll get me to a place more void, and there speak to great Caesar as he comes along. I must go in. I me, how weak a thing the heart of woman is. Brutus, heaven speed thee in thine enterprise. Sure the boy heard me. Brutus hath a suit that Caesar will not doff. I grow faint. Run, Lucius, and commend me to my lord, and bring me word what he doth say to thee.
Caesar! 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 Caesar!
Aye, Caesar, but not far. Hail,
hearer.
What
Read it, Brutus!
shall be last served?
Delay not, Caesar! Read it instantly!
Fellow lad, what bring you your petition in this week? Come to the capital.
I wish your enterprise today may thrive. Very well.
If your purpose is discovered, look how he makes to Caesar, mark him. Scott, be silent, for we fear prevention. Brutus must be done. This be known. Cassius, Lord Caesar, never shall turn back. I shall slay myself. Cassius, be constant. Julius Caesar speaks not of our purposes, for he smiles, and Caesar does not change.
Where's Metallicimber? Let him go.
Trebonius knows his address. Look you, Brutus draws our fancy out of the way.
Where's Metallicimber? Let him go and present we prefer his suit to Caesar.
Here's the dress for Caesar and second nipple.
Casca, you are the first that rears your hand.
Are we all ready? What's now missed that Caesar and his Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, and most puissant Caesar, Metallicimber throws before thy seat an humble heart.
I must prevent thee, Cimber. These couchings of these lowly courtesies might fire the blood of ordinary men, and turn pre-ordinance and first decree into the law of children. Be not fond to think that Caesar bears such rebel blood, that which will be thawed from the true quality, with that which melteth fools. I mean sweet words, low crooked courtesies, and base spaniel fawnings. Thy brother by decrees banished. If thou dost bend and pray and fawn for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way. No, Caesar doth not wrong, nor without cause will he be satisfied.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
What, Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar, Caesar, pardon. As low as to thy foot doth Cassius fall, to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
O Caesar, hence without double limbus!
Great Caesar.
Doth not Brutus bootless kneel? Speak, hands for me! Liberty! Freedom! Myriads and press! Proclaim, cry about the streets! Some to the common pulpit, cry liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement!
People and senators, be not affrighted. Fly not, stand stiff. Ambition's debt is paid.
Go to the pulpit, Brutus!
Where is Mark Antony?
Fled to his house amazed. Men, women, children still cried out, and run as if to a tombstone.
Fates, we will know your pleasures. That we shall die, we know. This is but the time is drawing days out that men stand upon. Why, he that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fearing death. Grant that, and then is death a benefit. So are we Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fearing death? Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood. Up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry peace, freedom, and liberty. Stoop then, and wash. How many ages hence will this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown?
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's faces lies alone no worthier than the dust?
So long as it shall be, so often not of us be called the men who gave their country liberty.
Yeah! Let us go. Brutus shall lead, and we shall grace his heels with the noblest Romans that ever were in Rome. But soft, who comes here? A friend of Antony's?
Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel, thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And being prostrate, thus he bid me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him. Say I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus may vouchsafe that Antony may safely come to him to be resolved that Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus through the hazards of this untrod state with all true faith. So says my master Antony.
Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him come into this place, he shall be satisfied, and by mine honor depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have him well to friend.
I wish we may, but I have a heart that fears him greatly, and my misgiving still falls very shrewdly to the purpose.
But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else is in blood? Who else is rake? For I myself find no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those of your swords made rich with the noblest blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard, for whilst thou purpled hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasures, live 1,000 years. I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me, no means of death as here by Caesar, and by you cut off the choice and master spirits of this age.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands in this the present act you see we do. Yet see you but our hands in this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. As fire drives out fire, so pity hath done this deed on Caesar. For your part to you, our swords have leaden points, Mark Antony. Our arms in strength of malice, in our hearts of brother's temper, to receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the delivering of your dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, beside themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause, why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt none of your wisdom. Let each man rend me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus do I shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius do I take your hand. Now, Decius Brutus yours. Now yours, Metellus, and yours, Cinna, and my valiant Casca yours. And last, but not last in love, yours, good Trebonius. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? My credits now stand on such slippery grounds that each of two bad ways you must conceit me, either a coward or a flatterer. That I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, 'tis true. If then thy spirits did look upon us now, it shall grieve thee dearer than thy death, seeing thy Antony, making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes, most noble in the presence of thy corse. As many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here wast thou bade, brave heart. Here didst thou fall, and here thy hunter stand, signed in thy spoils, and crimson in thy leaf. O world, thou wast the forest to this heart, and this, indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer strucken by many princes dost thou here lie?
Mark Antony.
Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this. Then in a friend is cold modesty.
I blame you not for praising Caesar so. But what compact mean you to have with us? Shall you be pricked in number of our friends? Or shall we arm, and not depend on you?
Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from this point by looking down upon Caesar. Friends, am I with you all and love you all? Upon this hope shall you give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Or else as for a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard, that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That is all I seek.
and a moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becoming as a friend, speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony. Brutus, a word? You know not what you do. Do not consent that Mark Antony speak at his funeral. Will you how much the common people may be moved by that which you say? By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first and show the reason of our Caesar's death. When Antony shall speak, I will protest he speaks by leave and by permission. And as we are contented, Caesar shall have all true rights and lawful ceremonies. Shall advantage more than do us wrong. You not what may fall. I like it not. Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not, in your funeral speech, blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission, else shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral. And you will speak in the same pulpit I am going, after my speech is ended.
Be it so. I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tides of time. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now do I prophesy, which like dumb mouths do ope up their ruby lips to beg the voice and utterance of thy tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall encumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar, that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war. All pity choked with customs of fell deeds, and Caesar's spirits ranging for revenge, with ache by his side come hard from hell, shall in these confines with the monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth with carrion men groaning for burial. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Mark Antony.
Caesar did right for him to come to Rome.
He did receive his letters and is coming, and bid me to say to you by word of mouth that, oh, Caesar!
Yet his heart indeed, passion, I see, is catching, and mine eyes seeing those weeds of sorrow and thine begin to water. Is thy master coming?
He lies tonight within 7 leagues of Rome.
Post back with speed and tell him what has chanced. Here is a warning Rome, a dangerous Rome. No Rome of safety for Octavius yet. Hide and tell him so, yet stay a while. Thou shalt not be back till I have borne this body to the marketplace. And in my oration shall I try how the people take this cruel issue of these bloody men, according to which you shall discourse to young Octavius of the state of things. Lend me your hand.
Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. were living, and die all slaves, and Caesar were dead, to live all free men? No! As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a bondman? If any, speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any, speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so vile that will not love his country? If any, speak, for him have I offended. I pause for a reply. None! Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. Here lies his body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself, when it shall please my country to need my death. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech, tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone, till Antony has spoke.
Stay, holy never to Mark Antony. Let him go up into the public way. Noble Antony, go up. For Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you. What does he say of Brutus? He says for Brutus' sake, he finds himself beholding to us all.
Twere best he speak no harm of Brutus.
What
Here.
Caesar was a tyrant! Yeah. We all but less that Rome is rid of him.
Yes.
Rome. You gentle Romans. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is off interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus has told you Caesar is ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. Rules. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. Yeah. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but I am here to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Your fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reasons. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Methinks there is much reason in his saying.
If thou consider rightly the matter, Caesar has had great wrong.
But has he, masters? I fear the will of worst come in his place.
Mark these words, he would not take the crown. Therefore, 'tis certain he was not ambitious. If it be found so, some will deal as I did.
Poor soul, his eyes are red as fire with weeping.
The was not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Now mark him, he begins again to speak.
But yesterday, the word of Caesar's might had stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none so poor do him reverence. Oh, masters, if I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong, and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I shall not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than to wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let no of the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read. And they should go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip their napkins in his sacred blood, yea, bear a hair of him from memory dying, mention it within the wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto their issue.
Oh, hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony.
The will! The will! We will hear Caesar's will! The will! Patience, gentle friends! I must not read it. It is not me to know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood. You are not stones, but men! Yeah! And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. No. It will make you mad. No! 'Tis good that you know that you are his heir. Or if you should, oh, come of it.
Read the will. Read it. Hear it, Antony. You shall read us the will.
Read it! Read it! Read it! Read it! Read it! Read it! You read it! Tell me then to read the will. Yeah! Then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar, and let me show you him that made the will. Shall I come down? And will you give me leave?
Come down!
To send!
You said I'll have leave.
A ring. Stand round.
Steered from the hoof, steered from the body. Nay, press not so upon me. Stand back! Stand back! If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. 'Twas on a summer's evening, the day he overcame the Nervi. And in this place ran Cassius's dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. And as he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed it. As rushing out of doors to be resolved, if Brutus so unkindly knocked or no, for Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, oh you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. And this was the most unkindest cut of all. For as the noble Caesar saw him stabbed, ingratitude, more strong than traitors' arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart. Even at the base of Pompey's statua, which all the while ran blood great, Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen. Then I, and you, and all of us fell down, whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and you must feel the dint of pity. What you but behold our Caesar vesture wounded? Look you here,
to Rome.
Where is he?
He and Lepidus are at Caesar's house.
And thither will I straight to visit him. He comes upon a wish. Fortune is merry, and in this mood he'll give us anything.
Oh, I heard him say Brutus and Cassius are rid like madmen through the gates of Rome.
Belike they had some notice of the people, how I had moved them. Bring me to Octavius.
I will!
I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unlucky charged my fantasy. I have no will to wander forth of doors, yet something leads me forth.
What is your name? Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell? Are you a married man or a bachelor?
It's your every man directly.
I am briefly. I am wisely. I and truly you were best.